Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. We are from SMK Wangsa Melawati and today we'll be presenting about our infographic which is titled The Ice Age, Climate Path, a Warning for Our Future. So, what was the Ice Age? The Ice Age refers to a long period in Earth's history when large parts of the planet were covered by ice sheets and glaciers. During this time, global temperatures were much colder than today, and massive ice sheets spread over continents like North America, Europe, and Asia. An ice age is a time when Earth experiences repeated glacial cycles where glaciers expand during glacial periods, which were during the cold phases, then melt back during interglacial periods, which were during the warmer phases. We're actually still technically living in an ice age now, which is the Quaternary Ice Age, because the polar ice cap still exists.
Now that we know what an ice age is, let's take a look at why they happen. There are three main reasons behind this massive climate change. Firstly, changes in Earth orbit's and tilt, also known as Milankovitch cycle. Earth doesn't orbit the Sun in a perfect circle. Over thousands of years, its orbit changes shape, sometimes more circular, sometimes more oval. On top of that, Earth tilts also shift slightly over time. These changes affect how much sunlight different parts of our planet receive. When there is less sunlight, temperatures drop, glaciers expand, and this can trigger an ice age.
Ice ages are also influenced by plate tectonics. Continents are always shifting, and when large land masses drift closer to colder regions near the poles, they can become covered in snow and ice. Not only that, the movement of continents also changes the pathways of ocean currents. Since ocean currents control how heat is spread around the planet, any disruption can cause big climate changes. Less heat means more ice, and this can set the stage for an ice age.
And lastly, greenhouse gas levels, especially carbon dioxide and methane. They also play a major role. These gases act like a blanket, trapping heat in our atmosphere. But when carbon dioxide and methane levels drop, less heat is trapped, and the Earth begins to cool down. If greenhouse gas levels stay low for a long period of time, this cooling effect can trigger the growth of massive ice sheets, leading to an ice age.
Firstly, the Miocene stage, which took place around 23 to 5 million years ago. During this period, the climate was mostly warm and dry, with only limited ice coverage. Tectonic plate movements created new mountain ranges that shaped Earth's landscape and influenced climate patterns. At the same time, grasslands began to spread widely, and many new animals evolved, such as early whales, elephants, and apes. So overall, the Miocene stage laid the foundation for major changes in both the environment and living species. Next, the Pliocene stage, which occurred about 5.3 to 2.6 million years ago. During this time, global temperatures began to cool, and tectonic activity led to formation of vast plates and uplands. Forests started shrinking, while grasslands and savannas expanded. Many animals adapted to this open environment, which prepared them for survival in much colder conditions of the upcoming Pleistocene
Then
period.
we move on to Pleistocene stage. Pleistocene stage, which lasted from about 2.6 million to 10,000 years ago. This was the coldest and most intense phase of Ice Age. Massive glaciers spread across Europe, North America, and Asia, covering huge parts of the land. It was also during this period that early humans began to appear. They adapted to the freezing climate by living in caves, using animal skins for clothing, and most importantly, discovering fire for protection and cooking. At the same time, many large animals like mammoth and saber-toothed cats roamed the earth. The Pleistocene brought dramatic changes to landscape and ecosystem as a result of heavy glaciation. And finally, the Holocene stage. Holocene stage, which began around 10,000 years ago and continues until today. As Earth temperature rose, glacier melted, sea levels increased, and new lakes were formed. Some land bridges like the Sunda Shelf were submerged, separating island and continents. In this warmer climate, humans began developing agriculture, building permanent settlements, and eventually forming early civilization. The Holocene marks a major turning point in history, where human life shifted from simply surviving to truly growing and advancing. Let's compare the Ice Age to today's climate crisis. Firstly, in the Ice Age, the Earth cooled naturally, but today, global warming is mainly driven by human activities. Secondly, during the Ice Age, sea levels dropped because water was locked in ice sheets, but today, sea levels are rising as glaciers melt. Thirdly, in the Ice Age, species had thousands of years to adapt to changes, but today, species are going extinct in just decades. And lastly, in the past, humans migrated because of expanding ice, but now we face climate refugees who are forced to move due to extreme heat and disaster.
So, what's causing it? Firstly, greenhouse gas. Burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas releases carbon dioxide, while agriculture and landfills produce methane. They both trap heat in the atmosphere and cause global warming. Second, deforestation. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, but when forests are cut down or burned, that carbon dioxide is released into the air. Less trees equals to more carbon in the atmosphere, speeding up climate change. Lastly, fossil fuel energy. Power plants that burn coal or gas for electricity releases huge amounts of greenhouse gas. Fossil fuels are still the main source of global energy despite cleaner options being available. What is SDG 13? SDG 13 is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals introduced by the United Nations in 2015. It focuses on fighting climate change, which is currently one of the biggest threats to human life, ecosystems, and the planet. Unlike natural climate events like the Ice Age, today's climate crisis is mainly caused by human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and pollution. This is what we can do. First, switch to renewable energy. It reduces greenhouse gas emissions from fossil fuels. Second, plant more trees. This helps cool the environment. Third, reduce plastic and waste. This lowers land and ocean pollution. And lastly, educate people, especially the youth. This helps build awareness and long-term climate responsibility.
In conclusion, the Ice Age proved that climate change can reshape the Earth, alternating landscapes, driving species to extinction, and forcing humans to adapt for survival. But unlike the Ice Age, today's climate crisis is accelerating because of human activity. We can't stop climate change overnight, but with knowledge, action, and unity, we can slow it down, adapt, and protect the future. We hope this inspire you to learn more, speak up, and take action, because the future is still in our hand. If not us, then who? If not now, then when?